What's up, everybody? High Resolution back at you again. And I'm a little ticked off. I'm more than a little. I'm mad. I expected so much more out of Raw last night. I didn't get anything of what I wanted to see. Oh, man. It pissed me off. But, I'm going to talk about that more in my WrestleMania 28 predictions video. Anyway, what I got lined up for you today is my top 5 favorite WrestleManias of the past 10 years. But first, I want to introduce a new type of segment, and it's called What Could Have Been. Now, this is one of many new segments that you'll see, and basically what this is it can work with both superstars and event booking. Like, if I feel a show could have been booked differently, I will change the booking of that match or those matches, and do a little bit of fantasy booking. But today, I'm going to talk about a superstar. I'm not going to do the fantasy booking. I'm going to talk about Chris Masters. Yes, Chris Masters. Alright, here we go. Masters, he broke into the WWE in, I don't remember the month. It was early 2005. I know that. His first televised match was on Monday Night Raw, and I believe it was against Steven Richards. He used his signature move, the Full Nelson, which he dubbed the Master Lock, to win his matches. And no one was able to break out of that, at least for the time being. Bobby Lashley eventually broke that hold, but if you just think of all the names that passed out to that move, even John Cena, I think he even did it more than once, John Cena. His first major feud was with Shawn Michaels, and it culminated at Unforgiven with a match that was won by Michaels. Was just won by Shawn Michaels, but it didn't stop his momentum. He, along with other Raw superstars, I believe it was him, Edge, I don't remember all the names, but they invaded SmackDown. He was part of the 5-on-5 Raw vs. SmackDown match at Survivor Series, which was won by SmackDown. After Survivor Series, he started pursuing the WWE Championship. He was involved in a triple threat match on an episode of Raw. It was the first time he was ever involved in the WWE title match, and it was against Kurt Angle and the WWE champion at that time, John Cena. Now, I believe it was a triple threat submission match. Before the match, I don't really remember, but I can almost guarantee you he attacked Cena before the match. However, during the match, Cena made him submit to the STFU. Now, at the start of 2006, he was part of the Elimination Chamber match at New Year's Revolution. He was eliminated by Carlito, who ironically, he would later go on and actually tag with. Him and Carlito, they challenged Big Show and Kane for the tag titles at WrestleMania. However, they came up short. And, after WrestleMania 22, his career started to fizzle out. It was really short-lived. He had a feud with Carlito, and I believe even after that, he still had some beef with John Cena, but he lost all his momentum. He was just thrown into various feuds. He lost all of his momentum in a very short amount of time. I believe he wrestled for the Intercontinental Championship on occasion, but never won. Shortly after that, he violated WWE's substance abuse policy and was soon released after that. Now, I'm not ashamed to say I'm a Chris Masters fan. I know people say that he was shoved down our throats in 2005, but I was still a fan of him. I always have been. I never thought he would reach the WWE Championship. I never thought he would reach the legend status or anything like that, but I thought he'd be a very solid mid-carder, a solid upper mid-carder, perhaps winning the Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship, whatever, on a few occasions. And I'm not gonna lie, I think his substance abuse is what really ruined him. But I'm not even gonna bother talking about his second stint in the WWE because that was just a complete flop. It was a joke. But I thought he could have been better than what he was. Alright, now, on my top 5 WrestleManias of the past 10 years. Now, even though WrestleMania 17 technically was 10 WrestleManias ago, with WrestleMania 28 coming up in a matter of days, I'm going to leave Mania 17 off of the voting, I guess, whatever. But if you're wondering, WrestleMania 17 is hands down my favorite WrestleMania of all time. So coming in at number 5, I have WrestleMania 22. Now, looking at the card, I didn't exactly think it was the strongest card that WrestleMania's ever had, but it worked. It flowed well. There was nothing too special. No 5-star classics on it, but it just came off good. I felt as if there was a lot of emotion going on into it, with Rey Mysterio most notably with the whole Eddie Guerrero situation, but also with other matches like Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon. That had a lot of emotion and that just went into it. So yeah, WrestleMania 22 coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, I have WrestleMania 23. This was another WrestleMania that just flowed very well. In my opinion, WrestleMania 23 hosted the absolute best Money in the Bank ladder match that we've seen to date. The Battle of the Billionaires, it was intriguing, and I thought that both World Championship matches came off very well. Number 3, I have WrestleMania 20. Now, perhaps part of the reason why I have this at number 3 is because I attended it live at Madison Square Garden, but from a live show standpoint, I really enjoyed it. And at the end, the embrace between Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, it was touching. I mean, if you didn't like that, then I don't know. Alright, now down to the final 2. I have WrestleMania 24 coming in at number 2. Start to finish, I enjoyed this. Start to finish, I was entertained. From the first match to the main event, I was hooked. Shawn Michaels vs. Ric Flair was excellent, as well was Edge vs. The Undertaker. That was a great match. The triple threat match for the WWE Championship came off better than expected. Going into the WrestleMania, I didn't think this was going to be a good match at all, but it exceeded my expectations. A great Money in the Bank ladder match, and I just thought it was a great show. And last but not least, the best WrestleMania of the last 10 years, in my opinion, is WrestleMania 19. And it kept me entertained from start to finish. Shawn Michaels vs. Chris Jericho, superb. Booker T vs. Triple H, a lot better than I expected. It surprised me. It was filled with great spots. That Houston Hangover, that was great. That missed Houston Hangover. I don't even remember if he. I don't remember if he connected with it. I think he did connect, but Triple H kicked out or something. I don't know. Kurt Angle vs. Brock Lesnar, the shooting star press from the top rope where Lesnar almost broke his neck. I mean, who could forget about that? And of course, you had Stone Cold vs. The Rock, their last WrestleMania encounter, which was won by The Rock. That's all I really have for you today. In the spirit of WrestleMania, I just thought I'd get this video out there. Remember, coming up Thursday will be part 1 of my WrestleMania predictions, followed by part 2 on Friday. Catch you later.